Morning everyone and welcome to the FPL Gameweek 2 deadline stream. We've got an hour and 15 minutes to go, and after all the stress of yesterday with the news that Solanke is injured and out of this game, I've got a big decision to make on my transfer. Have I made the transfer already? Or am I going to make it on stream? Well, that's all to be revealed. But yeah, that was the big news from yesterday, that Solanke is ruled out with an ankle injury. Ange did say that something to do with the international break and he could need to recover. He's got the international break coming up. So that suggests to me that he's probably going to miss game week 2 and game week 3 and hoping to be back for the Arsenal game. So I think in most cases that makes Solanke a sell, because then you don't really want him back, particularly coming off the back of an injury for Arsenal at home. There's a little bit of a new look around here this morning. Basically, I put a green t-shirt on so I couldn't use the green screen. But also, the ticker board was clashing, so I've not quite decided what's going to go behind me. But let me know if you like the more rustic background. I have put the red lights on behind me to indicate that the deadline is coming soon. Let's get the stream up to 100 likes. I'm going to jump across to the live chat and say hello to some of you. Some people were here early, so appreciate that. Peter in from Sydney, Australia. Hi Peter, saying, do I sell Solanke now or wait until after the deadline and have 2 free transfers? I don't know. I think you do it now. I think you need to do it, especially if you've not used a transfer already. VJ is in from a very wet Yorkshire. I am crossing the river from Lincolnshire into Yorkshire later today, so I will take my coat. Light Rays is in, says hi Holly and everyone. Let me know where you are watching from today as well. It's always nice to hear where everyone is. VJ said Solanke is injury proof. I told a friend. Vishal, doubt over the transfer. Once Barco move confirmed, is there a rule that next transfer should be him? No, that's only if you end up with 4 players from the same club. Shiraz is in and watching from Lebanon. Let's keep smashing that like button, guys. We've got Triple Spud Jack is in on Triple Captain Haaland. The Captain Poll is live, by the way. The options are Captain Haaland, Triple Captain Haaland, and other. There'll be some that don't own Haaland as well, so let me know if you don't. VJ is modding, so thank you to VJ, as is FPL Spud Jack from a wet Staffordshire. Light Race says, what are your moves, or are you holding your team as it is? Well, I already did Kwanzaa to Robinson on Tuesday. Solanke is getting moved on. Lost Aussie is in. Good to see you as well. Thank you for joining me this morning. There's loads of you in. Medicant sold Solanke reluctantly. There's loads in from Australia. VJ says, welcome to all our Australian viewers. Lost Aussie abroad is in Perth. Fantastic to see such a good turnout. Dread FPL is in. Thank you for joining, Dread. How was Fest last week? And my sister is in. Sarah Dyer with a thumbs up. Good to see you, Sarah. Have you got your team locked? Have you even got Haaland in your team? Because you need him this week. B Ford Bandit is in and says, hey, Holly as well. So let's have a look first of all then. Listening from Cornwall. Love it. Nelson says, Holly taking hits already. Yeah, I think it's just got to be done at this point. Let's have a look at what's been going on then, because we have seen some price changes overnight. Hang on, let me get rid of my team for a minute. So overnight, we've seen 4 forwards rise in price overnight. This is a Solanke effect. So going up is Muniz, Vardy, Xerxes and Chris Wood, all gone up in price. Bernardo also gone up in midfield. A lot of managers trying to get on more City players for this week, which is entirely understandable. So in terms of what moves to make, Muniz is a solid Solanke replacement. We need to say that. I think that's important to note. But we also need to think about some of these other options. Vardy, I think if you've got a gut feeling to back him, then back him. He's 37. Xerxes, does he start this week? Chris Wood will start this week, but will he start next week? We don't know. Lots of price fallers as well. I don't think any that are going to be that significant. Maybe Nketiah down to 5.9 is an interesting one. And Calafiori, when either of those become regulars at Arsenal or for Nketiah if he moves. I think in terms of price drops, let's have a look at the projected price drops today. This is on Fantasy Football Hub, by the way. A 50% off offer ends very soon. So if you're not a Hub member, get yourself over there and get yourself a subscription. It's pinned in the chat. So tonight, expected increases are coming in for Haaland, Welbeck and Salah. An interesting one. In terms of the hourly change, it looks like Solanke will drop tonight. Tarkowski, Tony and Ilanga also dropping like stones. Branthwaite, Awaniyi, Tarkowski, Ilanga, Aina, Castagna, all projected to drop. So rises for Haaland, Welbeck and Salah predicted tonight, and then tomorrow, Vardiol, Senesi. No, sorry, just Vardiol. So tomorrow's drops are Senesi, Chilwell, Kulusevski, McNeil and Calvert-Lewin. So lots to take on there for sure. What I want to do first, I have got the tweet deck open. We've made it to 50 likes already, which is great. Let's get it up to 100 likes. It's just review all the injury news we had from yesterday, because of course I've got the breaking news. Remember last week I brought you the leak that Garnacho was benched for Manchester United. Obviously they play in the early kickoff against Brighton, so a lot of the kind of leaks today you would imagine will be to do with those clubs, but we do have updated injury information from a lot of clubs. Starting off, I want to have a look at some of these. These are provided from Emma Jump the Wave, which are predicted lineups for every side. So at Man City, it looks like, if the predictions are to be believed, it will be Ederson, Vardiol, Akanji, Diaz, Lewis, De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo, Doku, Kovacic and Haaland. That's the predicted 11 for Manchester City today. This is taking on board feedback from clubs and their predictors on who's going to start. Spurs, it looks like it could be Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Sarr, Son, Maddison, Johnson, Kulusevski, possibly Bissouma. Richarlison only at 43%, by the way. Newcastle predicted lineup. Sorry, my chair's just decided to go down on me. Pope, Burn, Hall, Kraft, Livramento, Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Murphy, Longstaff and Isak. Adam has just joined us at the budget pick. Welcome to the channel, Adam. If you've got a pressing question for Game Week 1, then drop that in the chat and I'll answer it. Manchester United predicted lineup is Onana, Dalot, Maguire, Martinez, Mazwari, I need to learn how to say that properly, Fernandes, Mainu, Casemiro, Mount, Rashford, Garnacho. Kulu is not predicted to start, by the way. We've done Man City. Liverpool, I don't think there'll be any surprises there, to be fair. Chelsea, another interesting one. Predicted lineup: Sanchez, Cucurella, Gusto, Colwill, Fofana, Palmer, Nkunku, Enzo, Lavia, Jackson, Caicedo possibly. Brighton, I think the key one here is who starts on the right. We've got João Pedro, Welbeck predicted to start in front of Minter is predicted to start, which is good news. No surprises, I don't think, in the Aston Villa predictions either. Or Arsenal, to be fair. But some interesting ones there. But let's just run through everything else that we had yesterday. Arsenal predicted to be unchanged. I can see VJ's just put in the chat 34k. Oh, sorry, Shiraz has put 34k subs soon. Yeah, before we went live, we was about 100 off. So let me know in the chat whether you think we can get there today. Joachim Anderson is now a Fulham player. Marco Silva has said that Fulham are still looking to sign another forward player. Rico Henry coming in for a return for Brentford soon. Tony, who knows at this point. Xander Burge, possibly not ready for Fulham today. Bournemouth are working on a deal to sign Kepa. Solanke is out of the Everton game. That was the big one. Probably out until September. Senesi is available for Bournemouth after missing game week 1 through illness. Enzo Maresca said that Pedro Neto probably won't play against Wolves, but João Felix could feature. No issues at Wolves. Kuna is fine. Evanilson is expected to be involved for Bournemouth. Robert Sanchez expected to be number 1 for Chelsea. Rodri, this is a significant one if you're thinking triple captain on Haaland. Rodri is not training with the group, unlikely to feature. Savino is feeling better. Gundogan could be available straight away. Question then from new member Adam. 1 million in the bank, Solanke to Havertz for a -4. Not many other upgrade options. Yeah, I like the move for Havertz. I think that's an easy one. Do you own any other Arsenal attackers though? That's my only question. Because with them looking at their next 4 fixtures, maybe having Havertz and Saka may feel a bit much. That would be my only thing with going with the upgrade. No other Arsenal at all. Yeah, get it done then. You've done well to start the season with 1 million in the bank. I can never do it, but it's certainly going to pay off for you now. Guimaraes is a new skipper at Newcastle. It looks like Trippier could be off in the window. Kwanzaa not involved in training at Liverpool. Picked up a bit of an injury. Target is returning to the matchday squad for Newcastle, which is one to keep an eye on. Cole Palmer went off at the end of the Europa League game on Thursday with a bit of an issue, but is expected to be fine. Sean Dyche's squad is stretched, which means Spurs are great targets for this game today. However, their fixtures do turn after this one. Ilanga and Aina expected to shake off knocks for Forest. Moreno could be available. Muric might be available for Ipswich, might not. That's quite a big one for Haaland triple captainers to have their kind of new signing goalkeeper available or not. And that's about it. So that was all the injury news from yesterday. I have got the tweet deck open, so if anything comes through, I will of course update you. I had a little bit of a meltdown, I won't lie, on the stream yesterday. V4 Bandit, who would you start this game week, Hall or Nkunku? Probably Nkunku. I think you have to go with your kind of front 7. Yeah, I had a little bit of a meltdown yesterday on stream about Solanke. I honestly do think that he's a sell. I don't think it would be right for many managers to hold him. It was a bit more challenging for me because I'd already made a transfer on Tuesday, Kwanzaa to Robinson. So the options were play Harwood Bellis this week and hold him, and maybe take a hit next week to replace him. Bearing in mind there could be another issue by next week, especially because there's midweek League Cup games to contend with. The other option was to just sell him this week, but that meant choosing a replacement that was 7.5 million or less. I do like Watkins and Havertz as replacements if you can find the funds from elsewhere. But looking at the direct replacements, I did look at Brighton. with João Pedro and Welbeck, but I couldn't decide which one. Medicant said it was a very graceful meltdown. Let me know if you were in here for the press conference stream yesterday. Let's get this one up to 200 likes as well, by the way. Adam says 2 hard games for Solanke, even if he does make it back for Newcastle. Yeah, I agree. So I think Solanke is a sell. My trouble was Mateta's a good replacement, but there are rumours that he's going. The other replacement is Mooney's. The trouble is, I've already got Robinson and Smith Rowe. Shiraz says, should I start Kwanzaa? And if he starts, then great. And if he doesn't, then Konzel coming from the bench. I don't think Kwanzaa will start. There is a concern that he plays some minutes in the game. I'd be really surprised if Kwanzaa started. So I think you just play Konza, not Kwanzaa. Al says, who is triple captain Haaland? Let me know in the chat if you're going with it. Let me know as well if you're doing the match of the day challenge today on triple captain Haaland, because that's insane. Oh, Shiraz says, watching every time if I can. Oh, thank you. Ford Bandit says, is it wise to make the Solanke transfer out before tonight to avoid the drop? And who are the best replacements? Let's have a look then at some replacements. I'll reveal kind of my plans shortly. But yeah, in terms of replacements, let's have a look at forwards by predicted points over the next 4 game weeks. This, of course, is available on Fantasy Football Hub with 50% off. Right now, win your league or your money back. It's pinned in the chat. So obviously Haaland is at the top, then Isak. What I would say is if you don't own Haaland or Isak, now is a great opportunity to look to bring them in. Watkins, tough fixture this week, but then great fixtures after that. So yeah, I think Watkins is a good option for this week. But he's at 1.5 million more expensive, so you probably can't get there in one move. Havertz the same. I think he's a great replacement. You probably can't get there in one move. Then you've got Mooney's, Mateta, and I think to be honest, I think Mooney's is the one to consider. There's a few going Adam Armstrong, who again could be okay. I think Mooney's has got the fixtures. The only problem is, if like me, you've already got loads of Fulham players, do you really want to triple up? But you can probably get away with it in the short term because it's Leicester at home, Ipswich away, West Ham at home and Newcastle at home. I don't know how nailed Mooney's is for the entire season. He will come off for Jimenez in certain games, but I think short term you can play the fixtures regardless and bring him in. So yeah, he would be my top replacement. There's 250 if you're watching, which is brilliant, but we're not up to 100 likes yet. So if you haven't hit the like button, then make sure you do, and get your questions in the chat as well. I'm just going to keep an eye. I've got lots of tabs open. I just want to keep an eye on the tweet deck to see if anything's going on. I'm not going to keep the tweet deck on screen for the entire stream because I think it's probably more helpful for you guys if we look at other things, but I have got it open. There is some interesting things coming up on the tweet deck though. First of all, that McTominay is in the United squad for today. So that's quite a significant one. Leaked lineups is saying that Garnacho and Fernandes start for United. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think leaked lineups is one that we can trust on. And that makes sense that Garnacho and Fernandes start. So I'll just update the breaking news tab if I can without breaking the stream. Cross your fingers that this works. Let me put that up briefly. Yeah. So Solanke ruled out with an ankle injury. Brighton and Manchester United are the ones highlighted there because they're the teams that playing the early kickoff. So they're the ones that were more likely to get team news for. I think leaked lineups is legit. But yeah, it's not there yet. PC Contact says, can you have the deadline countdown on your screen set up? Yeah, it's something that I need to do. I haven't done it yet, but it is on my, well, I say it's on my to-do list. It's on my editor's to-do list. So hopefully, probably after the international break, it will be on and ready for you guys. But yeah, in terms of team news, oh, my hair's looking a bit crazy. Yeah, it looks like Garnacho and Fernandez starts. We've also just got a leak that Dalot starts as well. So Garnacho, Fernandez, and Dalot start. How close are we to the deadline? We are 50. I can't even do basic maths this morning. 54 minutes out. So yeah, this is all coming in from leaked lineups. I don't think there's any shocks in there. We tend to get a drip feed for information, but that's quite significant that Garnacho starts, having seen him benched last time. I think it's important that we have got that information in. If you're enjoying the team leaks already, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to get to 34,000 subscribers on this stream, and I'm not a million miles away. I'm about 100 subscribers off. I'm exactly 100 subscribers off, actually. So if you do want to help me out, then that'll be massively appreciated. So yeah, Garnacho starts is the headline. Just wondering whether I should update the thing. I don't think it's that significant. Yeah, so I will go through my team shortly. I think I am pleased with my team. It's just annoying not only having to make a transfer, but to take a hit going into game week 2 doesn't feel great at all. But other than that, I'm happy with my team. So, right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Drop your questions in. If I've missed any members' questions, apologies. Linford is in and modding, which is great to see. Thank you. Rude Boy says Xerxes starting too. I'll keep an eye on that one, Xerxes. Interesting, just dropped that Armando Broja's loan move to Ipswich is in danger of collapsing over paperwork issues. That's a weird one. Like, we've still got, the window doesn't shut until Friday. Asha says bench Nkunku or Wood. Probably Nkunku. Akshat's in. Vishal, fear of Kulu Richarlison is too much, especially since they don't have Solanke for non-Haaland owners like me. What about Sonny? Ryan says, have you already made your transfer? Yeah, I have. Solanke went last night. I made the move at about 11 o'clock last night. I slept really well, actually. I didn't actually get up till 8. Solanke's gone, guys. I'll reveal my team shortly, but yeah, Solanke is gone. I've taken a -4 going into game week 2. Pain. Shiraz, will we get any news of Kwanzaa starting tomorrow? No, but I highly doubt that he starts. If that helps. If that helps with your decision making. I don't think he'll start at all. I'd be really surprised if he did. Yeah, keep questions coming in the chat, guys, because my aim is to answer as many of these as possible. We've hit 100 likes, which is super. Make sure you're subscribed. Not everyone that's watching now will be subscribed to the channel. Bishara is guessing João Pedro. Rune says, good luck on your Saturday and have a wonderful Saturday. Chris, thoughts on João Pedro v Welbeck? It really is a 50-50. I honestly think that it's a difficult one. If you look at the predictions, João Pedro is ahead of Welbeck. João Pedro makes the top 10 and Welbeck doesn't. I think João Pedro is maybe more nailed long term. I think Welbeck's got more upside in the short term though. So it's just which way you go really. Yeah, Bailey says, do we know if Garnacho starts? Yeah, we've had a leak that Garnacho starts, as does Fernandez and Dallo. That was via leaked lineups on Twitter. Rude Boy says the third striker is either Muniz or Mateta. What I want you to do, guys, is let me know in the chat who you think I've brought in for Solanke. That's fake news, Shiraz. There was a slow sports news like fake account for Sky Sports News. It's not true. Max, who do you replace Kwanzaa with if you didn't do it before the drop? Southampton 4 million defender. Esbam says Muniz. Tinker thinks I've brought in Welbeck. Wow, look at this, by the way, on X, guys. This is from official FPL. It's to do with the triple captainship. Let me scroll over. Over 400,000 managers are playing their triple captain for game week 2. Are you playing your triple captain in game week 2? I'm not going to do it. I think there are some positives to the triple captain. Haaland said he's never felt better. He's had a free midweek before this game. He's got a free midweek after. He scored last week. It's a home game. All his Premier League hat-tricks have come in home games. Ipswich, as a promoted side, are going to struggle against City. We know there's less blanks and doubles this season as well, so there may not be a better opportunity than this. He's predicted to score 8.7 points, I think, over on the hub for this week. So it is on. They're the pros. The cons: no Rodri, weakens the side. De Bruyne, Foden still making their way up to full fitness, weakens the side. We've got this this mystery chip that we don't know what it is. We don't know what it does. So we don't know whether that's playable in a double game week or not. Probably will be. There's just a couple of unknowns which put me off. It does feel early. However, I'm not saying don't triple captain Haaland. For a single game week option, I think this could potentially be the best opportunity you'll see all season to triple captain him, because we want to use our triple captain on Haaland this season. But yeah, the fact that City are maybe not as sharp as they could be with Rodri absent is the thing that puts me off. So that's why I'm not going there. But I don't think it's a bad decision. I just don't love it enough myself to go there this week. But yeah, an interesting one. So that's just why I wanted to show you that over on the tweet deck. I don't think too much is happening over there at the moment, though. So let's go back. I will update if we've got any more breaking team news. What we know at the moment is that Garnacho, Fernandez and Dallo all start for Manchester United. Brighton Minter is available. Any more leaks that we get, I will bring those to you as soon as we get them. And I will, at some point, quite soon, reveal my locked team, because, as I said, I did make a transfer last night. While you're waiting, though, make sure that you've liked the stream and subscribed to the channel as well. I'm going for 34,000 subscribers today. I'm 91 off, so you know, you need to keep hitting the button. Lots of speculation in the chat on who I've brought in. Digital Mayhem on the triple captain said City at not full strength. Anything can happen. Shiraz saying, thank you for the membership gifted for Akshat in the last stream. And I love this from Shiraz. Most reliable channel to hear leaks and the news is Holly. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like the use of the emojis as well. I added a few little emojis in there. I may have stolen from somewhere. Bailey says, do I play Garnacho against Brighton? Or Gibbs White against Southampton? Garnacho. I wasn't impressed with Forest at home. Medicant, if Haaland blanks, I'll eat Raptor shorts. Oh, that's made me laugh. Mark Quinn, newish member, went Solanke to Mooney's last minute at 1 AM last night. You weren't the only one then making those late moves. Well, thank you, PC. Best FPL channel. I'm doing my best. How are we feeling then? We are 44 minutes out until the deadline, so keep the questions coming in. Menager, don't have Haaland in my team. Yeah, find a big saver. Thoughts on Son captain over Salah? Yeah, I like it. I really do. I think Everton are kind of decimated for this game. If we just have a look at the predicted points for all players. I'm obsessed with the predicted points on the hub. You can get all of these with 50% off, fully customizable. Link is in the description and in the chat. Here are the predictions for game week 2. Son's actually, I think that's 7th place on 6 predicted points, but Everton have only got 14 players available to them. So I think Son could go pretty mad. So I think if you've not got Haaland, obviously you can consider the likes of Foden and De Bruyne as well. But between Salah, Saka, Palmer, Son, I think Son is working his way up there to be the best option. Let me know in the chat, if you don't own Haaland, who is your captain this week? I know in the poll I've just said other, but let me know in the chat who it's going to be. And let me know if you're triple captain in Haaland, who your vice captain is. I'll let you know in the next 10 minutes what move I've made. I like the suspense. There's 300 of you in, which is great. Thank you for choosing to join me this Saturday morning. Simon is in and modding. Triple captain in Porro. Is this what I saw on X yesterday? Simon and FPL Fran and gave, I think you've both given £100 to charity with a bold triple captain decision. I don't know where it originated from. Right, here's all the alternative captains. Vishal is on Salah captain. Sam Lee is on captain Salah or Palmer for a differential. Gotta be Salah. Is Ahmad starting? I don't know actually. I'm sure I saw something on X yesterday that maybe his mum had passed away. I don't know if that's correct or not. That could have an impact either positively or negatively, to be fair. Bonkers LFC is on Saka captain. Mark is on Son captain. As a non-Salah and Haaland owner, do I triple captain Son? I think this is the thing. Like I did think. Oh, it's his stepmom. I did think that you can get a little bit on tilt with this. Like I've taken a -4 for game week 2, and then I got to thinking, well, if I've taken a -4, should I try and claw some of that back by triple captain on Haaland? But yeah, I've not backed it all week, so it would feel rash. Oh, it's timing, that's wonderful. £200 between you, donated to Young Lives with Cancer. And if Porro goes off, it'll be a nice bonus. I'll be thinking of you today. Is that fixture today? To be honest with you, I've not even looked at when the games are. I don't think I'm going to be watching anywhere near as much football this weekend as last weekend. I don't think I've got anyone in the TV games until the Liverpool-Brentford game. Oh, I've got Saka. I've got no one in the early kickoff. Aston Villa Arsenal tonight, I've got Saka. Bournemouth Newcastle, I've got Pope and Isak. And then Liverpool Brentford, I've got 2 Liverpool players. Yeah, 3 o'clock kickoffs are no good. Not in the UK anyway. You may be able to watch them around the world, but in the UK you can't. You want to see the transfer, don't you guys? I think, I don't think you're going to be blown away by it, to be honest. Do you want to see? I mean, I need to try and update my graphic, which will probably break the whole stream. Let me know what you think I've done. There we go. Mooney's is in. I've taken a -4 and brought in 2 Fulham players this week, so I'm now tripled up on Fulham with Mooney's. I don't know how I feel about it. I slept okay, so it must be alright. Oh, yeah, that is it. I don't know how I feel about this. When do Fulham play? 3 o'clock kickoff. I think I need to make myself busy. So I've got triple Fulham. No triple captain Haaland. I mean, to be fair, Haaland's ownership is 54%. Most of them will have captained Haaland, but I think even if quite a few triple captain, I think Haaland's effective ownership will be max maybe 120% for this game. So at that, yeah, he's still going to be gaining from Haaland captain quite a bit in this game. And if you triple captain and he absolutely bangs, then you're going to be doing really well. Oh, VJ with a super thanks. Super chat, super thanks. Yeah, I'm going to try and answer as many questions as possible. We've got 37 minutes to go until the deadline. So I'll go through a bit of a marathon answering of questions. So let me know in the chat what your questions are for this week. Akshat's got 8 players today. Yeah, I think I might have as many of those as well. Steve says Gordon or Nkunku? Gordon. PC contact. Wood, Muniz or Pedro? Muniz. Beeford Bandit, Hall or Robinson? Robinson's got the home game. I think it's got to be Robinson. How is Konate as an option? A risk, I'd say. I think if you go in with a Liverpool defender, I think you need to spend on Robertson or Trent. Linford brought in Isak for Havertz last week just before the deadline. Hope he returns this week. Yeah, he will do. Vishal says triple Fulham could end up as a great bonus. Fantastic new signings could lead to more goals and clean sheets. They lost Paulina though, don't they? Devon, Wood, Minter or Murphy? Who you playing? Minter. I'm cracking on and racing through these questions, by the way, now, guys. So make sure you're getting your question in I'm going to go quick fire for a little bit. Lahari. Adoy or Mainu. Don't love either. Maybe Adoy. Submin. Who to start for game week 2? Or do I have to transfer Lewis Hall to Robinson? No, Lewis Hall's fine. You'll be alright starting with Lewis Hall. I don't think you need to worry too much about that. Akbar, Solanke out for a hit to Havertz or play Smith Rowe? I think you've got to play Smith Rowe. If that's your decision, I think that's the one to go with. Ryan says didn't want to overinvest in Fulham. Yeah, I get that. Nemanja. Thoughts on Nkunku starter minutes? I think he'll start. I don't know if he'll make 60 though. Beeford Bandit, what pushed you into making the Solanke transfer even though you have Wunks and Harold Bellis? I think it's a fact that if I didn't make it this week, I'd be making it next week. That's the thing. Like if you don't make it this week, then I'm gonna make it next week anyway because I don't want Solanke for the next 2 when he's an injury risk. So it was like trying to convert it from a negative to a positive. Which promoted player caught your eye? Greaves, really liked him at Ipswich, former Hull City player. Ryan, do you think Wood starts? Yes, I think he starts this week. Whether he starts next week, I don't know. But short term, I think he's okay still. Long term, I'm not loving it. Yeah, I think Solanke will be back for game week 4. But do you want him back for Arsenal at home? Haldir, Solanke, Barco, Kwanzaa. Should I roll and play 5 midfielders? Who? So your 5th midfielder is... Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, Ice G says any team leaks. Yeah, we've had leaks that Garnacho, Fernandes and Dalot all start for Manchester United. Kieran, should I get Mateta in for Solanke? There's rumours he wants to leave Palace and get Champions League football, potentially. I don't know. I don't know how true those rumours are, but it's enough to put me off. The fact that Palace are selling so many players is a concern. Dujdi, will Foden start? I think there's a very good chance. I think if you were looking to get a City attacker this week and you can afford Foden, I think it's probably worth the risk. Jack, start on Nkunku or João Pedro. João Pedro's on Penn's home game. I think you've got to. Troy, Smith Rowe or Minter? Oh, Smith Rowe. Elliot, start on Nkunku or Murphy? That's a tough one. Shall we have a look at the predicted points? Let's have a look at the predicted points on the hub. You can do this yourself, by the way, guys. So Nkunku is predicted to score 4.9 points. I think that'd be higher than Murphy, if I'm honest. Murphy 3.8. For me, I think it's closer than that because it's the minutes, isn't it? I don't even know if you could see that because I don't know if I was even on the right tab, but hey ho. How many more subscribers do we need for 34k? Let me give it a refresh. We need 83. I don't know if we're going to do it, guys. Seems a little ambitious to get to 83. Maybe if I put it up on screen, we'll get a few more. Yeah, 82. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, you know what to do. But I am doing quick fire on questions. Let's put my team back up. The like target today, according to VJ, is 225, so keep them coming in as well for that. I'm just checking we've not missed any leaks on the tweet deck. It all looks okay. Annixton, should I start Smith Rowe or João Pedro? João Pedro's on pens, but I think Smith Rowe's got the easier fixture. Do we need to look at the predicted points again? Probably. So Smith Rowe's predicted 4.5 points. João Pedro is predicted 4.8. Yeah, I think it's the pens effect. It's gotta be the one, I'm afraid. Oh, there's loads of questions coming in. Winks or Nkunku? I think that one's got to be Nkunku. Is having Rico Lewis and Doku too risky? Yeah, probably. But if you're there, you're there. Oh, Gazman is in. Good to see you. On free hit is I can't afford Vardiol, Lewis, De Bruyne, and Haaland. I can't afford Vardiol, Lewis, De Bruyne, and Haaland the best 3 City. I think I'd go Haaland, Foden. I think Lewis will start this week. Haaland, Foden, I think, Lewis. Luke in with a super chat. Thank you, Luke. Morning. Bench 1 of Gabriel Robinson or Nkunku? I think Nkunku, you know. But does that mean a more defensive formation? I honestly would bench Nkunku. I'm not really feeling Chelsea at the moment. I think Wolves' first home game of the season, they have got some tough fixtures, but I feel like this one is going to feel like more of a must-win for them. Leaked lineups are reporting that Kulusevski starts for Spurs today. I'm pretty sure this account is legit. So Solanke out. Kulu plays up front. I probably ought to spell that right. Kulusevski. So if you fancy the point on Kulusevski, how much is Kulusevski? Is he 6.5 or is he 7? I think he might be 6.5. Breaking news. Deadline news. Press. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like Richarlison's a no-go. I've seen a leak as well that Xerxes starts for United, which is interesting. So Garnacho, Fernandes. So that means Fernandes will push back into the 10 role for United, but I don't think that's a bad thing. So yeah, some significant team leaks coming in there. So make sure that you're bearing those in mind with your selections this week. I think it's going to be a busy week, isn't it? You just feel it now. I really don't know what to expect from that Manchester United Brighton game, you know. Like, I'm struggling to call the result on Sleeper. I'll talk to you about Sleeper a bit more shortly, by the way, guys. But yeah, it seems like a game that's quite tough to predict in terms of who's going to come out on top. So let me know what you're thinking. I think that both teams will score. But yeah, actually calling a result either way is tricky, for sure. Oh, we're almost at 200 likes. We're at 199. So if we get to 200, I'll be pleased with that. Hang on, I've lost me lost the chat altogether. Bonkers LFC has gone for draw. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout. Tell you what I have lost, the news. That's why it's looking a bit weird. Deadline news. There we go. That should come up now. We've saved it again. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, a few little leaks coming through that Garnacho, Fernandes, Xerxes and Dalot all start for Manchester United. We know that Minter is available for Brighton. Not seen any leaks from Minter. We know that Solanke is out, and I'm seeing leaks that Kulusevski will start up front for Spurs. And that could be it for them. Shall we get back into some more questions, guys? By the way, we're doing all right on the old subscribe account. We're getting up there. We've got a few more. We still need another 74. So do your thing. Let's do some more questions then, as promised. I'll do a few more quick fire. Asher, gut feelings tell me triple captain Haaland, but my brain is telling me no, don't do it. It's not for me, but if you feel strongly about it, I think it's a very good single game week option. Dylan says Gravenberch is doubtful. Hadn't seen that one myself, Dylan. Does that matter too much from FPL? I guess it depends how you set up. Precious in the same position as me. I think you need to sell one of them, else you're not gonna have a bench defender. I think it's probably a Southampton defender though now. If you've missed the price drop on Kwanzaa. Vishal, every City and Chelsea player is a gamble except for Haaland and maybe Edison. We don't want Chelsea players anyway. Del Nero not going triple captain Haaland because no Rodri. I think that's absolutely agreeable. Medicant's gone for Kulusevski. I really want a Spurs forward against that Everton team. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'd love to have a Spurs attacker. I can't do it without a -8. KG, could we have a -4 poll? What sort of -4 poll? Ask me the question and I'll answer it. Veltman from Brighton is my differential. I like that. I'm not sure how we'll do this week, but I do like him. Yusuf, captain Jota, Salah or De Bruyne? I'd be tempted with De Bruyne, you know. Dread says anyone but Nkunku. Gotta agree. Thanks for joining, Dread. Adrenaline Junkie, Sanchez. Yeah, well, he is going to be number 9. Austin, Gabriel Van Dijk. Holly, please pick the starting lineup. Well, I think you've picked it, haven't you? City defender. I think Rico Lewis will start this week, but I don't like him long term. Simon's gone Richarlison. No surprise there. 4 goals in 5 games. Anstead is ready and round to go. Richarlison 10-point incoming. Yeah, probably. You want the Porro double points haul. VJ is predicting City 6-0. Could well be. Could well be. Right, we are 21 minutes out, guys. So if you haven't made transfers yet, I'd urge you to start locking them in, because I think with the Solanke news, there's going to be a lot of late moves. It's never guaranteed that the FPL website is going to stay live until the deadline, unfortunately. So get your moves in if you haven't done so already. Reminder of the news we've had already is that Solanke is out for Spurs. Kulusevski is rumoured to be playing up front. Minter is available for Brighton. Not had any leaks on the Brighton squad yet though. Garnacho, Fernandes, Xerxes and Dalot all start for Manchester United is the leak that we have seen. Let's answer some more of these member questions then. Are you on a -4 this week? Yes or no? Okay, let's end the captain poll. Have you... poll. Have you taken a hit this week? Yes or no? I can't believe I've taken a hit. It's game week 2. And I've got triple Fulham. It's just mental. There we go. Right, let's do a few more of these questions then. The poll is live on whether you've taken a hit or not this week. Help me feel better about the fact that I've taken a -4. Norris going triple captain, Son, don't mind it. Jack, Nkunku or Smith Rowe? Smith Rowe. It's not mental, thank you. Richarlison bench, yeah, it looks like that way. Jesus is a differential from game week 1. Already got rid of Kwanzaa. Do I take a -4 for Muniz? Yeah, probably. Champions League final. Super chatting from Mohammed. Thank you, Mohammed. Eze or Doku for this week? Transferring out Gordon, by the way. I would keep Gordon, if I'm honest with you. I don't think you need to sell Gordon at all. Eze or Doku? I like Eze long term. Yeah, it's too late for me. Start Henderson or Sanchez? Henderson. VJ says thank you for liking. Yeah, good work, guys, on the likes today. We're nearly at the 250. Not bad at all. Thank you for everyone that's joined this morning. I went Savio as the differential. I think it could be back. Don't know. You probably need to ride it out at this point. Triple captain to Kulusevski too much. Yeah, that is too much. I wouldn't go there at all. How are we feeling? We are 17 minutes out to the deadline, so it is getting to be close to locking in your moves for this week. If you haven't done so already, we're almost there. Isak or Nkunku? Isak. Let's not post fake news in the live chat, guys. Take a hit to get rid of Solanke or hold? Take the hit. Simon's team this week. Steele, Trent, Munoz, Porro triple captain. Diogo, Garnacho, Fernandez, Bowen. You look like a United fan. Mateta, Isak, Richarlison. That is differential. I love how you play the game, Simon. Can't see any more leaks as things stand. We do know that we've got Kulusevski playing up front for Spurs. We've got Garnacho, Fernandez, Dirksey and Dalot all starting for Manchester United. Linford, quick question, Wood or Murphy and why? I think you've got to go Wood because he's on pens, but I think he's going to be a transfer out soon. Should I transfer out Anderson or will he start for Fulham? I think he'll probably start. Doku should start over Savio, yeah, got to agree. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Marcus. No Spurs attacker. And what I would do... put a bet on it. Ah, true. Could be Gibbs White, couldn't it? Sorry. Nkunku to Eze. I don't mind it. I don't love it. Bench one. Will Rashford start? I haven't seen anything either way. My team's on screen. Whoever's asking for my captain. An interesting one on the tweet deck is that, if I can find the right tab, Kyle Walker has posted on Instagram that it's match day. So if that means Walker starts, I don't know. But there are certain players that will only post onto their stories if they start. So read into that what you want. Who knows with Pep? It's impossible to know exactly. But just passing it on at this point. David, bench White, Muniz or Veltman? Veltman. Marcus has gone Armstrong as a Solanke replacement when everyone's gone Muniz. Is this a prediction for Haaland? Elanga is expected to be fit, but I've not seen any team leaks of whether he'll start or not. We are 13 minutes out until the deadline. M says Muniz or Wood. Prefer Muniz. Do you want what do you want to see on screen? Let me know in the chat. Do you want to see my team or do you want to see the tweet deck for leaks? Let me know which one. Who's the -4 for Holly? Muniz and Robinson. I did Robinson for Kwanzaa. Team leaks. First time I made a transfer in Game Week 2 in 5 seasons. I've definitely made one before. I don't think I've ever taken a -4. Lottery number on screen, please. Haaland's hat-trick, says Bandit. Members, all the members in. Get your footballs out in the chat with how many goals Haaland scores today. VJ's gone 4. Specimen Unknown's gone 4. Light Rays is on 2. Digital's manifesting that it won't. Shiraz has gone 3. Adam's on a blank. Mwakwa with an assist. You forgot the footballs, Mwakwa. Haaland 1. Interesting. Rico newest lose. We don't have any news, but Kyle Walker has added to his Instagram story about the game, which suggests that he could start, but I don't know if we post that every week or not. I'm not a regular on Walker's Instagram stories. A reminder of the news we've got then. Kulusevski expected to start in for the injured Solanke for Spurs. We've also got that Minter is available for Brighton. Haven't seen any leaks yet. And then there's leaks coming up from United that Garnacho, Fernandes, Xerxes and Dalot all start. I've still got the tweet deck open on another tab, by the way, guys, so you won't miss anything. Let's do some more quick fire questions. Haaland captain, absolutely. Triple captain if you fancy it. I'm not going there. Oh, we've made 250 likes. That's phenomenal, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Keep coming with the questions then. We are going quick fire for the next 10 minutes to the deadline. What do I think of Watkins against Arsenal? Villa got 6 points against Arsenal last season. So, yeah, not put off by that. And then the fixtures are nice. Which two to start? I would start João Pedro and Smith Rowe. Murphy to start. Yeah, Kulusevski and Skon good this week. Mazwari to start. Yes. I think you're fine with all of those. Yeah, we do tend to see. Mark says Dan Burn or Hudson-Odoi. I think you've got to start Hudson-Odoi. Transfer Anderson out. I prefer Robinson at that price point, but I think any's fine. Will Rashford start? Not seen anything yet. I don't have a leak for that. I've got everything open, so if something comes through on the tweet deck or elsewhere, we've got it covered. Start Pedro Porro over Saliba or Walker. Yeah, start him over Saliba, easy. Start Garnacho or Elanga? Start Garnacho. Saliba or Robinson? I'd start Robinson. Keep the questions coming, guys. We're going quick fire. We've got 9 minutes until the deadline. My prediction, Villa v Arsenal. Oh, I'm really struggling with that one. 1-1. It's too close to call. Yeah, team ID of 9 is not going to help me there. Triple captain Salah? No. Predicted score of Lewis Hall and Harwood Bellis. I prefer Harwood Bellis to Hall this week, I think. Habiba, should I transfer Anderson out to Robinson? No, it feels quite sideways, that move. Rune on triple captain Haaland. Good luck. Good luck everyone that's going triple captain Haaland. Should I start Kwanzaa or Harwood Bellis? Just start Harwood Bellis. I wouldn't captain either Xerxes or Eze. Haaland, Salah, Son, De Bruyne, Foden are the captains for this week. Gotta be. Any idea if Foden starts? I think it's looking likely. But who knows with Pep? Will Haaland triple captain hurt non-owners in the long term or short term? Depends how big he goes. Andre and Nana are a good pick. Yeah, it's fine. Keep coming with the quick fire questions, guys. We have 7 minutes to go now until the deadline. I am picking these right from the bottom of the chat. PD, is Eze a good differential captain to Salah? 2 goals, 2 assists. I don't love it. I think it's okay. Will Rogers start for Villa? Yeah, I think he should do. Does Welbeck start? There's a picture of him arriving. I can't see why not. Are you constructive on Odegaard over the next few game weeks? He didn't impress me against Wolves, but I guess Villa are a very different opponent. No, Harler. I have World and Turner as goalkeepers. What a nightmare. Yeah. You need to make a goalkeeper transfer. You're going to have to potentially take a hit to get a starter. Unless you just ride through it. We're 57 off 34k. Will Rogers start? Yes. Does Castagna play? Not seen a leak. Hard to say on that one. Is it worth having an Arsenal defender for the next 4? I think if you've not got one now, this is not the time to get one. If you've got... They're hold on Arsenal defenders. Keep the questions coming. We've got 6 minutes to deadline. Should I start White, Gabriel and Diaz? Or bring in Malagusto? Nah, just ride out your Arsenal defenders. Good goal threat at the very least. Should I go Anderson to Robinson or Barco to Harwood Bellis to avoid playing Mikolenko? Can you get from Anderson to Robinson for free? Have you got money in the bank? If so, yes. If not, no. Last minute news on United. I'm not seeing anything else. So it's Garnacho, Fernandez, Xerxes and Dalot rumoured to be the starters. Mateta to Solanke. So, I think you mean Solanke to Mateta. There was rumours that he could leave in the window. So I think that is just enough to put me off. Keep the questions coming, guys. I have changed the chat to anyone. So anyone can now comment in the chat, but I would prefer you to subscribe. We're 57 subscribers away from 34k. Joe, I think I've done that one. Start Munoz or Robinson with a lot of eggs. Robinson. Will Target start for Newcastle? I doubt it. Oh, the chat is moving quick now. Thoughts on Vardy? Don't love Vardy. If you want to go there, then go for it, but not for me. Midfielder to place Rodgers. I think you just ride out Rodgers. Tough fixture this week, but should start, and then the news is nice after that. What was the news on Kwanzaa? Yeah, apparently, conveniently, picked up a knock in training. I think he is a sell. I really doubt he starts. Gordon or Smith Rowe or Watkins? Got to be Watkins, surely. Got to be Watkins. No late leaks by the looks of things. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed, guys. I think we're probably going to end up about 50 off, but hey ho. Lock in, guys. We've got 3 minutes. I need to check that my team looks locked. Yeah, it's locked. I've gone Jota vice captain. -4. Start Gordon over Smith Rowe. No, I'd start Smith Rowe. Kulusevski will start for Spurs. Yes, that was the leak. Let me put the team news back on. They're the leaks in the bottom. Kulus to start up front for Spurs with Solanke out. Minter available for Brighton. No actually team leaks on the lineup, unfortunately. And then the leaks from Manchester United. Garnacho, Fernandez, Xerxes and Dalot start. A few questions on Captain Eze. Your captain needs to be Haaland, Salah, Foden, De Bruyne, Son. Salah or Foden captain? Flip a coin. Just make a decision. The deadline's here now, virtually. Is having 3 Fulham assets worth it? I'm wondering the same, but I'm here now. Yeah, I don't think I'd buy Ahmad this week. Matoma or Eze? I really love Matoma. Eze, the number of players departing is a concern, but it did look bright. 2 minutes out. Keep Rodgers. Captain Jota, don't mind that. Are we locked? Are you nearly locked? Good luck to Simon with triple Captain Paro. Yeah, I love that. Start Kudus or Rodgers? Rodgers. Yeah, Rodgers. Yeah, that's a tough one. Lock in, lock in. Eze or Mbermo? Eze short term. We are 30 seconds out. There's a slight delay on this, so by the time I'm saying that, the deadline could be here. Bonkers is locked. Deadline. Yeah, we're basically there, guys. Lock it in is the advice. We're there. That is it. 11 o'clock. The deadline has passed. A massive good luck to everyone. I am going to stick around, though, for the next 15 minutes because what I forgot is that the team news drops 15 minutes after the deadline now, 75 minutes before the start of game week 1. So I am going to be sticking around for the next 15 minutes. Got a few other bits and bobs to do. So absolutely stick with me for that because I need to set my FPL challenge team. And that's one job to do. A few other bits and bobs to go through as well. And then we'll react to the team news in 15 minutes. So let's have a look then at let's get the FPL site up and jump across to challenge. I think I did all right in the challenge game last week. Hang on, I'm going to have to make this window bigger. Just bear with me, guys. I think I did all right. I got 56 points last week, a season rank of 58k. We do have a league for this as well. That's not what I wanted. Options. Invite friends. Copy link. So if you've not joined my challenge league yet, link is in the chat. So last week, I scored 56 points. The highest was 70. I had... The forward line let me down, Haaland and Isak. Sorry, I've just realised I've made that window too big now and it looks a bit weird. That's probably better. Can't compromise the look of the stream. Where was we then? Yeah. So I had Raya, who got 8. Trent, who was one of the highest scoring defenders with 8. Salah captain, which was optimal. Then I had Isak and Haaland. So yeah, let me know if you beat me last week. I think I came 9th in the league. I don't know how many we've got in the league. We've not got many. We had 79 in the league last week. If you played challenge last week, then join me. I suspect some of the others that were on 56 had the same as me. Garnacho isn't in the team. Hang on. Does not start for Manchester United today. Well, that's a surprise. Interesting. So last week it was unlimited budget. This week it's going to be more difficult. So this week, all-out attack. Goals are worth double points. Your squad may only contain 1 keeper and 4 forwards. Is there a budget? 35 million? You got to go Haaland though, haven't you? Goalkeeper. Who do we fancy for a clean sheet this week? Let's have a look at the clean sheet odds on the hub. That's not going to work, is it? Because the site's down. Who are we thinking for a clean sheet? Palace. Could go Henderson. Fulham. Leno's 5 million. Southampton. Quite like Southampton against Forest. Let's go McCarthy. The thing is, I want a goalkeeper that's 4.5 million, I think, to optimise funds elsewhere. So it's Steele, Neto, Flecken, Hansen, Sells, Sanchez, Henderson, McCarthy. I'm going to go McCarthy. Why not? And then forwards then. Oh, it's really annoying because I really like the Spurs fixture, but there's not a forward to choose. It's a tricky one. There's some good scores in challenge. Medican got 55. Lucky got 58. Who do I fancy to score this week? Let's stick in Welbeck. If Xerxes starts, he could go in. How am I doing on budget? Isak. What was the rule? Goals are worth double points. I don't know if I fancy Watkins. I've only got 1.5 million remaining. The funds, I know. It's impossible if you choose Haaland. Does Jefferson get minutes? Does Cannon get minutes? This is terrible. Do I do that? I think you've got to do Haaland and captain him. Is Jefferson the best 4.5 million forward? It's awful though, isn't it? I'm not loving that. What are we thinking? I think we've just got to roll with it. Got to make a decision. Shall I just go with that? Yeah, let's go with that. We're locked. We're locked on that. Lots of rumours flying in about potentially no Garnacho, which would be big for FPL. So I'm just going to check in on the tweet deck. Remember, we'll have like the final like locked news at 11:15. So that's in like 8 minutes time. So we'll hang around for that as well. Beardy's in the chat. Good to see you. Have you joined me from another stream, Beardy? I'll let you off. Yeah, it's looking like potentially Garnacho doesn't start. Which is a frustrating one. Same as last week. So does Xerxes start? We don't know yet. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait 5 more minutes. While we're waiting though, what I did want to talk to you about is Sleeper. So if you've not played Sleeper yet, I've got £3,000 of prizes to give away this season. I'm giving away a PS5 in August. Someone already won a Premier League shirt last week, and Sleeper is a prediction game. So if you want to join Sleeper, the QR code is on your screen now, but you can also join my prediction league using the link in the chat, which I'm just going to put in now. So there's going to be loads of prizes that I'm giving away on Sleeper this season. These are the overall prizes. So what happens is you have to predict the outcome of every Premier League game. Literally win for either team or draw. You get a point for each prediction and they accumulate over the course of the season. And then whoever gets the most points by the end of the season will get £1,000 prize paid as a gift voucher. Second place is 500, third place is 300, fourth place is 250, fifth place is 200, and then 6th to 10th place is 150. Now last time I looked we had about 500 people in the league, so there's a good chance of winning the prizes, particularly if you set your team every week. It's not too late to join. I definitely say for the overall prizes you need to be in by the end of the month. I think I got 5 points in match day 1 for the predictions last week. I'm also giving away a PS5 to whoever gets the most points in August. Someone won a Premier League shirt of their choice last week because they got 9 out of 10 correct predictions. I think they went wrong on the final game, Spurs-Leicester. They went with Spurs winning, it was a draw. But it's a fantastic app. So you go in there and predict the outcomes of the game. So get your phone out and do this now. Either scan the QR code or hit the link in the description to this or in the live chat. So I've gone Brighton for a draw. Sorry, Brighton United draw, Palace win, Fulham win, City win, Southampton win, Spurs win, draw for Aston Villa, Arsenal. I've gone for a win for Newcastle an away win, Liverpool win as well, and a Wolves win. So quite a lot of home wins. So it's really easy. It'll take you a minute. Just scan the QR code, download the app. That will put you straight into my league to win those £3,000 worth of prizes over the season. There will be more weekly and monthly competitions as well, including the PS5 for August. Once you've made your predictions, you'll then see the league table on the table tab. So you can see there how everyone performed in match day 1. I think I got 5 correct predictions. Two players got 9. I think it was Draxi that ended up winning the prize. I had to randomise the winner. But there's also a chat on there as well. The Sleeper app. Sleeper have been around in the US for ages. They've only just in the Premier League. But the app is great. There's draft fantasy on there. You can get transfer news on there. You can get FPL news on there. You can get live scores. You can get in-match stats when the games are on. And you can chat as well. So you can chat with other members of my community and me in the chat on the app. So even for that, if you want to interact with me during the game week, it's a great place to do that. So if you're interested in getting involved in Sleeper, all you need to do is scan the QR code that will help you to download the app, or go and check out the link in the description as well and get your predictions in. Obviously the early kickoff, you can change your predictions, so you need to be locked in for the United Brighton game by kickoff at 12:30. So you've got an hour and 15 minutes, but definitely get the app downloaded now. Also, if you make sure that you're getting the rest of the predictions in by the kickoff, and so you can change them. If we get the team news at 2 o'clock and you think that team looks shocking, I don't think that side's going to do very well, you can change your prediction before each game kicks off. But yeah, you need to check it out because you can chat with me in the app. The prizes are amazing. So someone's going to win a £1,000 gift voucher at the end of the season. I'm so pleased I can share these prizes with my community. But also as well, the prize for August is a PlayStation 5. Someone's going to win that. You know, some people have made a very good start, but there's still time to catch up. We've got a couple of game weeks to go. So get yourself in. Let me know in the chat as well which game you're looking at that you're struggling to predict. I'm really struggling with Brighton, Manchester United. I'm also really struggling with with Arsenal, Aston Villa. So let me know in the chat what you're thinking of the predictions for those ones, because they're probably the toughest ones to call of the week. I mean, the easiest one is probably another one, the Spurs-Everton game. So check out Sleeper. Just keeping an eye on the tweet deck, and it looks like Gabriel Jesus has a groin injury and didn't travel with the squad. FPL Harry says hi. Oh, thank you. So that's quite big, that groin injury for Gabriel Jesus. Thank you, Elohim. Appreciate that one. Willie says, I think Brighton wins. Yeah, could happen. One to keep an eye on for sure. It's absolutely started chucking it down outside. Is it raining where you are? Because it's not great in Grimsby at all. Yeah, that's the one that I'm struggling with. The Brighton game. Still, I think we'll have to keep an eye on the team sheet before we can make a full-on decision. The Jordan Ayew move to Leicester went in last night by the looks of things. Here we go. United lineup. Unchanged team. Oh, I've clicked on it now. I hate these. So it's unchanged for United. Onana in goal. Maswari, Maguire, Martinez, Dalot backline. Then we've got Casemiro, Mount, Fernandes, Rashford, Ahmad, Mainu. So it looks like Fernandez is 9 again, which is a surprise. Brighton line up, Sterling goal. Dunk. Minter starts. So the back line, it's Veltman, Dunk, Van Heck, Hinselwood. Into the midfield, we've got Gilmore. And then we've got up front, we've got João Pedro, Welbeck, Vitoma, Minter. Are they unchanged again then as well? Yeah, looks like probably. There we go then, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much to everyone that has joined me on the stream. On your way out, remember to like and subscribe. I don't think we're going to quite make 34k. Hopefully over the weekend, you never know. But thanks so much to everyone that's taken the time to join the stream today, to like it and subscribe to the channel. Remember to check out Sleeper as well. Download the app on the way out and get involved for Game Week 2. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll be back again very soon. Have a good FPL Game Week 2.